Hello, welcome to the EMP Tech Group. Back out in the shop with Rick's maiden video here. Rick is one of our account managers here at EMP Tech Group, and this is his customer project, so I wanted to bring Rick out to give us a little bit more information on what we're doing. This is getting ready to be delivered, so there's some boxes on it. The batteries are back here, but getting ready to deliver it to the customer. It's an RFID application. It's a mobile power cart. It's actually an add-on to an application we did almost 10 years ago with this customer. Yeah. And so the customer is a very large pharmaceutical company. They're headquartered out of Indianapolis. And the initial project was a mobile power cart, and it had some antennas on it. And it was to track the laboratory equipment in these multiple labs that customer has. They have just labs everywhere, research scientists working in there, hiding equipment all over the place.
Moving in and out.
Yeah, so what they wanted to do was go around and inventory all that equipment easily and quickly. So they put RFID tags on all the equipment, and we wrote a custom application for them, and they've been using that for years.
Right.
So they wanted to expand it. And this time they wanted to do the specimens that are in the deep freezer.
Right.
They wanted to be able to go in and just do a quick inventory. So they RFID tagged all of those specimens, or they're in the process of doing that.
Right.
And then I love this customer because they said, hey, it's not totally baked out how we're going to use it, what we're going to do. We're going to need you to write a little application, but let's get the cart built and get it in and start doing some testing and all of that. So that's what you see here. Zebra FX9600, our usual secret weapon that we use over and over again, but with these 4 antennas. Do you know what antennas those are?
I don't know.
They're a smaller Zebra antenna. They're not the AN480 that you'll see me reference in these videos, but there's 4 of them on there, and the scenario is that you roll this into the lab or into the freezer, right?
Yeah, so they basically have hallways with these cryogenic freezers that are like -80, and then they can't leave these doors open for very long because then the alarms go off because the temperature raises in these freezers pretty quickly. And so we originally did some testing with a hand scanner and proved out we could easily read the RFID tags even at that temperature, and then we just needed to do it faster. So then the thought on this cart is that we'll roll it up to the freezer, we'll open the freezer, we'll push the cart into the doors of the freezer, so to speak, turn on the reader, capture all the tags, and then pull the cart back and then shut the doors.
You couldn't leave the cart in very long anyway because everything would stop working.
Exactly.
And we were surprised that the RFID tags work in that low temperature, but they do. So we were really happy to see that. Okay, so again, the customer kind of said, hey, get the cart in here and let's get it going. But we'll probably add on to our prior custom program that we wrote for them, doing the equipment to actually do these as well. Then we get that data into a database or a spreadsheet or something that they can do something with.
Exactly, so they can keep track of the inventory, and someone may need to access that data 5, 10, 15 years from now or whatever, but they'll be able to go find out where those samples are pretty easily.
And it's hard to inventory these things because they're frozen at 80 below.
Yes, and they're just randomly thrown into a lot of bins in there, so they're not really organized in such a way, so you got to kind of dig through some frost and whatever, and some of the tags are just handwritten, some actually have barcodes on them, but yeah, so we found with the RFID,
they're all going to have RFIDs, so yeah.
Right.
Cool. So here's what I love about this project. Hey, I got a problem. You did this other project for me, now I want to expand it and go into this area. Can you help me come up with an effective, creative way to do that? Well, how about if we take a mobile power cart that's off the shelf, a reader that's off the shelf, antennas that are off the shelf, add this, this is 80-20, this is our usual secret weapon that's usually silver like that, but in this case we had it done in black so it matches the cart, so it looks really nice, and come up with a custom solution for us.
And very flexible because depending on the size of the freezer and where the shelves are and where the bins are, we can adjust the height of these antennas pretty easily.
Nice. Okay. Well, if you need a slick, cool, custom solution to solve business problems, I can't think of a better place. EMPTechGroup.com, always the best place to reach us. Thanks.